three players, and right now it's a walk in the park for the youngster. 21-year-old Nick Schulman has over a 3-to-1 chip advantage over both opponents here, Vince. But nothing is a lock, so to speak. If you don't believe that, just ask Lee Watkinson.
Oh, yeah, my friend Lee Watkinson, third season, of course, an overwhelming chip leader against Eli Alezra, and also Doyle Brunson in another tournament. And, of course, we know that Lee finished second in both those events. Okay, action on the Mattress King. Tony, he's got Queen Jack this time. Elects to fold it.
That's playing pretty tight in a three-handed game, Vince, to fold on the button with Queen Jack.
Did he know something? Because Bill Gaze is with Big Slick. Says, I'm just going to call it. He's going to try to trap Nick Schulman here.
Well, he's limping in, Vince, because he limped in earlier, and Nick came over the top of him. He was hoping it would happen again right there, but it didn't.
Well, Nick has nothing. He has a 9-6. He calls around, but now the flop's 5-5 queen.
Bill has checked the ace-king of diamonds. And you check to this kid, Vince. He's going to bet most of the time. He's doing so now. 60,000 he bets.
60,000, excuse me, 60,000.
It's just out-and-out thievery going on right here now, or at least attempted thievery by Nick Schulman. Bill's going to look him up with the ace high.
Gives an okie dokie call there.
Nice call by Bill Gaze. He has the best hand right now.
That's exactly
what has
right.
Bill got up his sleeve here?
Here comes the turn card. Well, a 9 comes off. That gives Nick the best hand.
And he slows down. He says, I'm going to check this time.
Well, both players check.
Ugliness all around, a 3 on the river.
Well, again, Bill checks. And now Nick is going for the value bet. He bets 90,000. Nick checked on the turn there because his opponent called a bet on the flop. If his opponent has a queen or has a 5, his 2 9s are no good. But once he saw his opponent check on the river, he feels his 2 9s are good, trying to get in a value bet of 90,000. And this is going to be a tough hand for Bill to get away from, I think.
Well, he has played this hand backwards. It is not paying off in any way, and now he's got a dilemma here.
Tough lay down here, the way this hand was played. Bill lays it down. What a lay down by Bill Gaze is right there.
Oh, man, he is sorry he played it that way. Sometimes, you know, you got to be creative, but it backfires.
He allowed his opponent to win that pot. You can see him thinking, that's for sure.
Limped in ace-king suited, Nick.
Oh, boy, confessions of a loser right there.
You're not going to be happy.
Oh, man.
I mean, I was good, but, you know.
It's tough out here.
No, yeah, I definitely won't be. Took a chance he'd raise it.
Starting to mumble to himself here. Right back on Bill right now. On the button this time, and he's picked up another decent hand, Queen 10.
Well, some would consider him guilty of a little FPS syndrome. That's fancy play syndrome, by slow playing the ace-king of diamonds in a 3-handed game. But Bill was hoping Nick would come over the top of him there where he could double up. It didn't happen.
115,000.
He's going to make a raise, goes up 65,000 to 115.
But Nick Schulman has picked up ace-6 offsuit in the small blind.
What do you have left, Bill?
Not what you want to hear if you're Bill.
It's just over 6.
He's got just over 6 left.
Nick Schulman with ace-6.
Not the greatest of hands in the world, but as we said, in a 3-handed game, ace-high is a pretty good hand.
Nick just punishing Bill Gaze here tonight. Bill is absolute a whipping boy compared to Nick.
In fairness, Nick's picked up most of the best hands. Does he sense that Bill's making a move out of frustration from the last pot?
Raise.
Oh, and that's a sad word for Bill Gaze.
400.
He's going to make it 400,000 to go.
Tony with his little suited connector. 7, 8 of clubs.
I love this bet, Vince. He doesn't go all in. He doesn't set Bill all in because he's still got a man behind him.
Well,
and just in case Tony picks up a hand and moves in over the top, he doesn't have to lose more than 400,000.
Well, Tony finally going out, and Bill says, no, Moss, you got me.
That shows you what you can do with an ace-high in a 3-handed game. Just take the pot away from your opponent before we even get to the flop.
Well, Nick the Kid is going to have some story to tell at the next keg party.
Well, Vince, right now he looks like the Ohio State marching band. He's not missing a note, and he's in perfect step.
Action on the Mattress King, Tony LaCastro. He's got ace-8 this time.
All in.
Here we go. All in. Tony is moving all in here with the ace-high.
That's the Tony we know. Bill quickly folding his hand, and Nick wants no part of his 5-4.
There you go. Welcome back, Tony.
Yes.
This amateur player still left in this tournament. Vince, this guy got in on a $225 satellite. The least he's taken home is $759,000, and he could be taking home $2.1 million and a WPT title. That is incredible for a guy who's only been playing poker 2 years. Action's on Bill Gaze's. He's getting down to serious shortness in chips.
He's got a queen 3 offsuit. Nothing impressive. He goes out.
He's just hanging on.
Nick Schulman with the 49er hand.
He's going to call. All Antonio have none of that. He moves all in again for the second consecutive hand and picks up another pot.
Nick wants no part of it.
There you go. All Antonio finally starting to live back up to his name here a little bit. Moving all in 2 pots in a row and picking them both up.
All right. He's got a little flurry here. A good rush, a little heater. He is back. The youngest player ever to win a World Poker Tour title has about 6.1 million. Tony LaCastro with about 1.3, and Bill Gaze is the short stack with 445,000.